Hi, how's everybody today? Everybody sleep well last night? I sure did. Thanks for peeking in. Got lots to talk about today. We got lots to talk about today. First off, I want to say that the lunatic next door did not taco. He tofu'd. Yeah, tofu. That's the new thing. He's not a taco, he's a tofu. Trump always up. That's what he is. And if you want to do the spelling, you go ahead and spell it. It's also spelled TAFU. So it fits. Okay. So I was watching this show about cars and kind of really made me think about our future in Canada. Like our future. Not my future, because we're talking 20, 30, 40 years down the road too. But the future of Canada. And we have to adapt and we have to adopt. So this particular show was about EV cars, and there is extremely advanced tech-wise, okay? China, extremely advanced, way beyond anything we can imagine. I guess you just have to go to China and talk to the people, or talk to people who've been to China, and they'll show you the photos and they'll tell you all about it. It's amazing. It's leaps and bounds ahead of Canada. And we're being held back by the lunatic next door and that regime. Oh, it's pretty sad. Anyway, this EV factory is just a little south of Shanghai. It's in a city called Ningbo, and they make Zeekr, Zeekr cars. I don't quite remember the plant name or the brand, but that's the particular car that I watched them make. And it's a dark factory, meaning there's very few lights on, because the robots don't need lights to do the work. They're run-off sensors, not unlike the ones in your car, for the ones that say, oh, your tire pressure's getting low, or ding, 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 your lights are going out, or batteries dying. Those are sensors, and that's how these robots work. The welding station in this factory has 850 robots just in the welding area to do all the delicate, intricate welds and whatnot. 850. And they also put out one complete finished car out the door every 60 seconds. Yep. Every 60 seconds. Can you imagine that? The efficiency is just crazy. We can't even fathom that here. We can't. So, they have about 1,600 human employees on the floor at any given time. There has to be humans there. You have to help run it. They can do the work. Humans got to run it and inspect, right? That's important. So these are really highly skilled employees. They're engineers, draftsmen, and they're just mechanics, and they're really, really good at their job. They're not slave labor by any means. They're very highly educated individuals who do this specific kind of work. And a car every 60 seconds, they're pumping out amazing, amazing stuff. Okay. The human to AI factor is just nothing but based on efficiency. And we in Canada, we have to adopt this. We have to learn how to build these cars, build these EVs, and compete with them on a global market. Otherwise, we're going to be left behind. And we'll be buying cars from China and Japan and Korea and wherever else forevermore if we don't get this in place, like right away. We can't be following the US. We can't. They're holding us down. They've been holding us down and keeping us held back since the 50s. And we can't do that. EVs are the future, and we know this. Just like There's just no way around it. And this is just like anything else, right? It's happening. Let's have a look at public telephones. Okay, public telephone booths. It was a thing. People manufactured them. They pumped them out, placed them on every street corner and in every cafe and every library. Everywhere had a public telephone. Don't have those anymore. And those people, they're not making them anymore. I'm sure you could probably special order one from somewhere, but that's an obsolete job. What else? Cameras. Cameras are, remember we had the old film camera with the cube flash, and we'd take a picture and then we'd wind it up and take another one and take our roll of film in to be developed. That went on to digital. And then those film developers and those rolls of film and the people who made the rolls of film and the little flash cubes, they don't have jobs no more because it's obsolete. Technology took over and we moved on. And then from digital cameras came cell phones. Every cell phone has a good camera in it. It's got a calculator in it. It's got a watch in it. It's got a calendar in it. All these things making those particular items obsolete. We're not making them anymore. Gosh, I'd sure like to have a hard copy calendar hanging on the fridge again. Yeah, I really need that still, though. I suppose I could print one off. So, 40, 50 years ago, what was common then, we don't have anymore because technology moved us beyond that. And that's where we're at today. Like the horse and buggy. Horse and buggy. Everybody trotting into town on a horse and buggy, and then along came the Model T, but the guys in the horse and buggy, whoa, this is terrible. We don't need this. It's going to ruin the earth. And you know what? It happened. We did it. Yep, the farriers and the stablemen, they didn't have much for jobs anymore, so they had to go out to the ranches, I guess. It's just technology. It brings us into the future. That's what we're dealing with. It's just what we're dealing with. Gas vehicles are fine. We're going to need them. Still going to always need them. I can't imagine, it'd be not in my lifetime when we don't need gas vehicles anymore. I mean, I've never heard of an electric combine, but I'm sure they're working on it. So these things are coming whether we like it or not. It's happening. The earth needs it to happen. But don't worry, you oil and gas people. There will always be a need for oil and gas. Always, 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 always. Because we need that plastics. We need the plastics for medical stuff. We need the plastics for cell phones. We need the plastics for everything. Pens, remote controls, all kinds of things. We need the plastics. They'll never go away. We just have to learn how to make them better. Because they're not doing much good for the earth or people's bodies either, all this plastic. That's another story entirely. So the union leader in Ontario, Lana Payne, she says, we've got a fight of our lives and we're going to have an extinction level event if we don't fight for our lives. But Miss Payne, Lana Payne, listen here, dear. It's inevitable. So get your union people to reskill themselves. Go back to school. Learn how to make these EV cars because it's coming. And if we do not adapt and let it ride, we can't compete. If we can't compete, then we're going to be buying cars from the US or Japan or China forevermore. We're going to be held back. And we cannot be held back. Lunatic Next Door has done enough holding us back. Not just him, but the whole situation. Going way back. Way, way back. Probably post-war. Definitely in the 50s. Definitely into the 50s. So, if we grow with the technology and we innovate to progress, we'll be able to compete. on the global market. And we will not be beholding to the lunatic next door because we don't like that guy. Not this guy. He's a pretty good guy. The lunatic next door, of course. It's an evolution, right? Horse and buggy, Model T. It's a thing. And China is very, very soon going to be the economic power of the world. They definitely are on the path. And it's much to the chagrin of you know who next door is happening. BRICS. It's happening. We cannot be relying on an unstable, unreliable US dollar. We can't be relying on them to protect us because they won't. We can't be relying on them to look after our best interests because they won't, they don't, and they don't want to. So we adapt or we die. Businesses must evolve. People must learn new skills and change strategies for business and their own personal careers. We have to change it. If we don't change and adapt, we're going away. They're dinosaurs. We're gone. We're gone. So, Doug Ford, he was, oh, woe is me. We have to keep our oil and gas. We have to fight for our automotive. Well, we do. We absolutely do. But we have to train our automotive builders how to build EVs and keep them current because we're pretty far behind. The technology that's happening over in Asia is crazy ahead of us. So we have to do it. I know it's hard. We don't want to change, but we do. We do have to change. We have to change, like we have to change how dentistry is done. You know, we have to do this, and now they just put gel nails up there pretty much. I'm sure it's not gel nails, but it sure smells like gel nails. New teeth. Innovation, progress, moving forward, technology. We got to keep up with it. We got to keep up with it. Our workers have to learn the new skills. We have to at least learn enough to keep up because lunatic next door is not doing that. And he doesn't want to. He doesn't have anything to do with it because China is so bad. Is it? Is it because they have a different political view? Not all of them do. It's just how things went for them. But they're pretty advanced in other areas. And they are going to be the new economic power of the world. It's happening. Deal with it. Get used to it. If we fight it, we're going to be left behind. Innovation makes industry, right? Okay? There was the printing press. It was innovative. Everybody read the paper. And then further on down the road, here we are, and not too many people read the paper anymore. I like to read the paper now and then, but I still got to get my news online. All the places. Oh, it takes me hours and hours and hours in the day to get all the news online. But it's news that I never had before because I only had maybe 3 papers to deal with unless I went downtown and bought papers from all over the world and spent $100 a day. Can't do that. Couldn't do it then, can't do it now. Internet is wonderful because we have all the information in the world at our fingertips and we need to use it. We need to be innovative, we need to be smart, and we need to keep up. So we should learn from the Asians. They're smart people. Do you remember the Asian kid at school? I do. All smart. Straight A's across the board. Smart, smart, smart people. Went on to be fabulously intelligent and doing wonderful careers. That's what they did because they're smart and they know it and they do stuff for the world. So we got to keep up with that. You know who is doing it? You know who is keeping up with the world and learning how to do these things? Mexico. They are in it. They are doing it. And they are competing on the world scale. Yeah, with the EVs and the washing machines and the dryers, all that stuff is being made there because they can do it. And they have the skilled labor, not the skilled labor that comes to your strawberry field in California and then get deported by the frozen water guys. Not that kind of skilled labor. The kind of skilled labor that they don't need to be taking field work in the US for extra cash. They don't need to do it. They're doing the good things down there, and we need to be doing the good things up here. We do. All right. So, if you want to keep spending, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 on your gas and oil vehicle, your diesel truck, okay, it's still going to be there. But wouldn't it be nicer to have an electric vehicle that you can swap your battery out, just like a propane tank for camping, and have all that other money to spend on your family, doing repairs on your house, upgrades? Yeah, I think that makes more sense to me. So those who are clinging to oil and gas cars and not adopting and adapting to the new world, it's just a new world. It's just technology, people. Don't be afraid. We have LED lights. Don't be afraid of them. Incandescent bulbs are a thing of the past, right? Okay. That's the same thing. Industry changes with technology. Technology changes with the world. And we just keep growing, We wouldn't have flip phones if it wasn't for Star Trek. Innovation, technology, they built it. And now we have these fancy little phones, smartphones, so smart. So smart. I hope you understand what I'm meaning here. We don't need to have all of our workers laid off. I mean people our age, my age, and older. Well, if you've been working for your car manufacturer for 40 years, well, it's time to think about retiring and enjoy your life. Or you can upgrade your skills so you can be on the floor of one of these EV plants. Makes sense to me. I don't know. I think a lot of us are just too darn old for that, Us Joneses, the boomers. It's time to move on. So Pierre Poilievre says he is the only hope for auto industry, and God, it's gonna run their F-150s and whatnot. Well, you know what? We can stay in the Neanderthal times if you really want to. But most of us don't want to. We all have Ring cameras and we have tappy tap cars to pay for our Timmies. It's technology, and we're going to be able to, we have to do it. We're going to be able to do this if we allow it. We can't let the Doug Fords and the Pierre Poilievres and the lunatics next door hold us back. If we get held back, might as well just be Neanderthals. Club our clubs together and hump around the fire and just be Neanderthals. Okay? I don't want to be a Neanderthal. I want to be comfortably in my golden years moving forward. That's what I want to be. All right. So we have to learn from the nations who are smarter than us. Those are the Asians. Those are the Netherlands up north, the Swedens, the Finns, the Norwegians. They know what they're talking about. They got those grapins, and we're moving fast towards those. We need them. We do need them. We need them so we can run our sorties, if you will, in our Arctic to keep it sovereign from the lunatic next door and the likes of him. So, just because the USA isn't forward thinking doesn't mean that we have to stick with them, because To them, we're just the noogie and the wedgie little cousins. This is what we're going to do, noogie, noogie. We don't have to be that anymore. We're quietly stepping back from that. And thankfully, we have the right prime minister at the right time to do that. We're headed north. We're making highways. We're making Arctic ports. We're getting submarines. Right now, this very second, South Korea has a fancy, brand new, state-of-the-art submarine in Victoria Harbor. They're making a pitch. They're going to try and sell us some fancy new state-of-the-art submarines. Germany's also making the pitch. I don't know which one we'll go for. Probably the one that can withstand the cold. The Korean one can stay underwater for a long time. I forget, 30 days? I don't know. Long time underwater without coming up at all. And that's important for under the ice and whatnot. That is important. These things are happening. Technology is moving us forward. Lunatics next door are trying to keep us held back. And we don't need that. We don't need them. We do not. They don't want us. We don't need anything from Canada. They have nothing we want. Okay, good. Shut her down and let's move with the people who are smart and knowledgeable and know how to do stuff and make a better product. We need that. We do. We do. Haven't we had enough? I think we've had enough. So you think about that, and you can look into these smart EV manufacturing plants in Asia, and you can look into the Korean submarine that's parked in Victoria, and you can look into the German submarines that are coming to a port near you. And we can look into the Gripens from Sweden. Better than the F-35s. Better. Look into it. Tell me what you think, because this is important. If we don't move forward, we stay behind. And what is it that Ricky Bobby says? If you ain't first, you're last. If you ain't first, you're last. Well, we're not competing that way. But we would like to be up there with the first. And currently, in this geopolitical climate, we are up there. And let's stay there. We don't need to be like that guy next door. He's a nut job, he's crazy, and he's a tofu. Yep, a tofu. So remember that. He is tofu. Anyway, so it's late, and I'm going to go lay down and sleep very well tonight, knowing that we're not going to be, genociding an entire country, nation, or area of the world. Because we don't need that either. God, that man is such a jerk. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe. I know you want to, because I'm reading stuff during the day, and I'm bringing it to you in the evening. So, I love you. Subscribe, don't forget, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night.